The first rule I have about raising money, and I epically failed at it for a long time and started to succeed when I started to be myself. So that's the #1 rule for all the CEOs out there that are raising money. Just be yourself. Be different with sort of the benefits, the perks, and also recognize that you don't have to compete on salary alone. People sort of like want a salary that is hygienic. They care more about what company culture you're building. The leader drives the culture, period.
I've got enormous respect for Bart Lorang. He's one of the most passionate entrepreneurs I've ever met.
Yeah, you guys need to practice. Yeah, you guys are really close to demo day, and those scores are low, guys. Seriously. I practiced my pitch every day, probably gave it hundreds of times, gave it in front of people, but you guys just practice, practice, practice.
We probably practice our pitch 10 times a day, and Carly just keeps getting better and better.
You probably wanted a magical toy, someone that could understand you and talk back. We've made that a reality with Oobly.
Roximity delivers location-based deals.
These companies will pitch anywhere from 50 to 100 times prior to demo day in practice, sometimes in the mirror, sometimes to their mentors, sometimes to each other. They know what they want to say.
A lot of these used phones are being handed down to kids as toys.
48 hours of video is uploaded to YouTube every minute.
There's also Oobly and his big brother, iPad Oobly.
Over no face shots. All right, let me just.
Are parents really gonna give up their iPhone for their kid's new orange fuzzball?
Does your car hook you up with Mexican food? Massive distribution, national inventory of offers, and intelligence about a customer and their environment.
How much do I need to explain the problem?
You're to 7. 7.0. He's been placing products into Target.
Think about how staggering those numbers are.
With the goal of creating a massive, engaged user base.
Carly, you're a rock. Not one hiccup that whole time. I can't believe it.
My name is Ben Nunez, and I am thrilled to give you Bird Box.
Just hoping Ben doesn't it up. All I gotta do is press the button.
I'm caving in.
People are practicing everywhere. They're in the kitchen, they're in the ping pong room, they're on the deck.
And let me show you how our existing partnerships with...
No, you gotta get that better, dude.
What? What's my line?
With automakers and major retailers.
We have a unique advantage around distribution that no one else has. Cars.
One of the talks that I always do for the Techstars companies is on the topic of fundraising. I do a little high-level overview on convertible notes and equity.
Anything regarding fundraising in general.
You know, how these structures work. Don't be shy, because I want to talk about it if you don't. Got one. I won't tell anybody who you are. There's two main structures for fundraising that are very common. One is an equity round and one is a convertible debt round. You're in a great time to raise money right now.
I mean, the key is understanding as an entrepreneur the situations. The key is always knowing what situation you are in as a company and knowing the situation your venture capitalist is in.
If you have one thing you take away from this, you're not alone. This stuff is tricky. You can screw it up really easily.
You know, enjoy the last, 3 weeks, 18 days, 12 minutes?
I love creating great companies that deliver great value to its customers and create great environments for people to work in and thrive. Bootstrapping. The first and foremost, I'm going to talk about building a company. There is no business unless your customers are funding the sustainability of your company. It forces us to get real about where's the value. Where are we providing value that people are willing to pay for?
So when you slide it, it's supposed to recognize the fact you slid it?
Yeah.
Or I assume that the games have also some kind of education sort of component?
We put together a wish list of our top investors, and Jeff Clavier was on the top of it. And so it was really exciting to find out that he was flying in. So we have $31,000 worth of pre-orders. We're shipping those first week of August.
We're submitting to the App Store today, and something that we've been working on all summer, so it's kind of exciting. If they prove it quickly, we're in good shape. If they take a long time, we're kind of cutting it close.
Demo day is obviously important. You will work hard on being
polished and do a good job at the demo. But remember, the goal is to build a big company. So I wish you good luck on that.
Next time on The Founders.
There will come a time in your business's growth where things are going really badly.
Yeah, I think we should prank Nicole.
No surprises on demo day.
I'm gonna go jump out of a plane.
Okay, let me get your feet. I wonder if. Danny!
Action. It's just my pants. It's not my boxers. Don't worry.
You get the full contact mug with the beer. This is classy.